Hi, good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take a look at a couple of the blooms I have in my yard today. So we're going to start with Dawn Oro, a Dawn Patterson hybrid. Our weather has been mild. It hasn't been exceptionally warm like it sometimes gets here in springtime. Sometimes we'll be up in the 90s. It's only been about 75. And I wanted to show you this beautiful bloom of Dawn Oro. This is the third day that this bloom has been open. It's just now starting to fade. So when the weather is moderate, even kind of on the cool side, the blooms will last a lot longer than when the weather is like 90 degrees. So that is Dawn Oro. We've got more buds on Dawn Oro. I'm hoping it'll sprout more branches because I'd really love to share my Dawn Oro with others. Here we have another example. This is about the third day that this has been open, and look at how large this flower is. This is an extra large flower. This is wild toucan. I've left it on the plant so that it will live a little longer. When you take these flowers off the plant, they wilt within a few hours. And this is the third day that this has been open. Usually large flowers like this won't last that long, but this has really nice substance to the petals, nice thick petals. The weather's been mild, as I said, so it's been open for 3 days. It's a really beautiful flower. It's one of my favorites because it does well in my conditions. And the plant looks pretty healthy, getting some new growth. So that is wild toucan. It's an Evelyn Cherokee hybrid. Evelyn really produced some beautiful, beautiful hybrids. Just a couple dozen, I would say, in her career hybridizing, but they are some of my favorites. Now this is a flower that was sold to me as priceless. And through consulting with other growers, I've decided that it really is not priceless. I mean, it's priceless, but the name is not priceless. It's a beautiful, beautiful orange flower with those lovely fluorescent lavender flashes inside. Just a gorgeous thing, and I have kept it in my collection because I just think it's so pretty. Here's one that's been open for about 3 days. It's starting to fade. So that is, I don't know what it is. Supposedly priceless, but it isn't. And here we have, gosh, it's difficult to see due to the lighting. This is Fiesta de Flores. I'm just gonna take it off the plant. Just give it a little pop. I popped it right off. And you can get a better view of it now. This is Fiesta de Flores. Pink with those amber back petals. Let's see. So that is Fiesta de Flores. Very pretty. I'm going to take it in the house and it can spend the evening with me. Here's another cool flower. I mean, I wasn't too enamored of this flower. It's kind of plain. It's not fluffy or flouncy or double or anything like that. This is King of Siam. It's an old Fort Nobar hybrid, but it blooms every year. Got another one opening there. So I keep it in my collection because who doesn't want something that blooms every year for them? So that is King of Siam. Next we have Argus. Argus is just a really beautiful old hybrid. I think it's one of the original group of hybrids that were notated in 1940. So pretty. Blooms off season frequently. So that is Argus, A-R-G-U-S. There's also a flower called Argos, A-R-G-O-S. That's a more modern hybrid. And this is Argus, A-R-G-U-S. Look at that green throat. Really pretty. Okay. And here we have Meadow Rose. This has been open all day. Very pretty salmony pink color. Love, love, love it. We've got another bloom from the same plant opening down here. So that is meadow rose. I would say it's a large. It's not really an extra large, but it's a large. One of my favorite blooms. This is Stormy Weather, a Fortino bar hybrid. Sometimes it blooms with the white petal edges and sometimes it doesn't. And I kind of like it with the white petal edges. Kind of gives it that storm cloud look. So that is one of my beautiful favorites, a reliable bloomer every year. Another one that is a good favorite. This is King of Siam. The petals are rather ordinary shaped. They're not ruffly or frilly or double or anything fancy. But look at the beautiful colors and the large shape of the blossom. It's really nice and big. You can see my hand right there behind it. And it's another one that blooms reliably every year. So I really love it. Then back here, in case you're wondering, this is Primary Ignition. Pretty yellow, Jerry Mattiette's hybrid. That's about the last bloom I've got on that plant, but it has had at least a dozen yellow flowers. Argus is still looking beautiful today. Kitty cat's enjoying the blooms. Meadow rose. Got a couple of blooms on that one. I can't resist sharing some of these blooms with you. Here's my no ID orange. I wish I really knew what this was. It was sold to me under the name Priceless, but it doesn't have the correct form or colors of Priceless. But hey, they were close. Here's the last bloom on Climax. I think this is going to be the last bloom for the season. Very pretty. We have our beautiful white iris still blooming here. It's in the shade, so it's, at the moment, it's midday here. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Very roughly. That's a Joe Gio hybrid. Beautiful, beautiful. There is our apple blossom amaryllis. Really a pretty springtime colors. I like that. And we're winding down the season here on the red lion amaryllis. A few of the blooms are done. A couple are still looking pretty nice. And this pretty Doris Pittman is still lovely. Please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you all again next time. Have a great rest of the day.